After one too many kingfisher last night, it is time to start day 2 in Udaipur. We're currently walking through the old town now, through these narrow little streets, and we're going to actually head down to the waterfront. But the waterfront where a lot of the locals go, I think a lot of them do like rituals down here, they chill out with all the cows and the bulls, wash their clothes, and it's a much more authentic experience rather than looking at it from the palace or maybe one of the nice hotels.
So the gate leading through here is so cool. It's like really high, really old-fashioned. It's called Gangor Gate. I'm not actually sure what it is, but it looks like there's a lot of locals here. They buy seeds, feed the birds, and then they either like wash themselves.
I don't know if it's a holy thing like they do in Varanasi.
Yeah.
It seems to be like washing their feet.
Didn't they mention the fact that the water is like a social aspect? So this is like a gathering point. Everyone comes and chills, and then just does their clothes like for out of like a holiness.
I like it here down at Gangor Gate. It feels a lot different to getting on the rooftops, and even in the old town where you've got a lot of the touristy bars and restaurants. It's all the locals here. I'm not quite sure whether I'd want to wash myself in the lake. It doesn't look too clean around here. It is actually probably the cleanest source of water I've seen in India, like body of water, lake, river, whatever you want to call it. But it's nice with all the locals. I'm having to dodge the pigeons though, because the pigeons keep getting scared, flying up, and they've just eaten. I don't want white hair this evening.
Is to just walk around, because I feel like you find out so much more about a place by just walking. We've just stumbled across some local street. Oh my god, I'm gonna trip, I'm sure. You see some cows eating, like, I don't even know what it's eating, grass. Saw some dogs trying to eat the grass as well, and there's just so many souvenir shops down here. I want to find the really small alleys that you can barely walk down, and I think they're back that way.
I think that's the best thing about here though, that you can actually walk the streets. This is why it's closely associated, I say closely, with Venice. You've got all these bridges that connect both sides of Udaipur. It's really nice, and the boats go underneath it. And it does play like a little canal, I suppose. But we're heading over the bridge now. We're gonna try and find somewhere nice for lunch. I'm obviously gonna go for a rooftop again. You can't not here. There's so many rooftop restaurants and bars. And if you wanna look over the lake, that is where you're gonna get the best view, aren't you? The streets over this side seem to be a lot more narrow than on the side of the old town, and it seems to be a lot more like handcrafts and stuff like that. It's again catered to tourists, but not as much like magnets, alcohol, things like that. It's more like arts and crafts. It's not like thrown in your face, so it's kind of a nice escape from the old towns. Just walk over the bridge and it's that little bit calmer.
Oh my god, this place is crazy. So we found, what is it called? Ambray restaurant.
Ambray restaurant.
Which is inside another hotel, but again, look at the architecture. I don't even know how to describe it. It's so
very traditional. Look, they've got the old-fashioned cars as well.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So we've made it down to this amazing restaurant. So if the look of the outside of the hotel wasn't enough, this is unbelievable. I think it's even a better one than yesterday. It's a small rooftop, but the views are amazing and we're right under the sun. We've actually ordered a kingfisher shock, the big one, because it just seems the bottles come out like that, aren't they? How many milliliters are they? 600 and something? 650. It's mental. And then we've also gone for a dalle ambre, which is
Interesting.
a lentil curry with kidney beans. Going to be very interesting. I like trying all these different curries at the minute. And then we've gone for butter roti. You can't go wrong with a butter roti.
You can't, and you can't go wrong with that view. Look,
It's amazing.
the Lake Palace, the Palace, and Molly. Perfect. Tastes even better when you've got a view like that. Thank you. Food has come. These rotis are huge to start with. I don't know why we've ordered 4. It was only meant to be for lunch. Luckily we only ordered 1 curry, but the dal looks really nice because it's got the black bean, which I haven't seen before. It's got sort of a different texture. I'm gonna get straight involved.
It smells so good as well. Don't you just love that when you can, oh.
It looks really good.
Look at this.
It does look at all the black beans in it. You can see them.
So healthy as well. We're actually eating so well here.
I'm gonna take a nice tear. Oh, I love it when they're hot still.
Can you hurry up? Because I want to try some.
Here we go. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, it's hot.
Is it spicy?
It's quite mild, you know.
Creamy?
It says it's creamy. I think there's butter in it. It's really buttery. But the black beans give it a much nicer texture because you get like the little crunch in each bean. That was so good. It was just right. Like, I'm not too stuffed and I'm not too hungry, which was perfect because we've got something exciting to do this evening, haven't we?
We have indeed. We are going to be doing a little hike.
A little hike, a little excursion. We've actually booked it with a hotel we're staying at, but we're not sure whether there's going to be enough people, so it might just be us and a tuk-tuk driver. And we've made it to Tiger Lake in our trusty tuk-tuk minivan. It was huge. At about 10 kilometers or so outside of the main city centre to Tiger Lake, which is another man-made lake, but we've headed here for one thing, and that is sunset, and to head up these huge mountains behind me to see apparently the best sunset in Udaipur and to get the best views over the lake. So, are you ready to climb to the top of here?
I'm not so sure. Are you?
I don't know, too many kingfisher, but apparently the views will be worth it. I've been told different things. We're getting told it's man-made, we're getting told that it's natural.
I have a feeling originally it was man-made, and then obviously when it rains,
that would still be man-made.
Yeah, but it would be natural water, right?
Yeah, they're all going to be natural water, but
oh,
they're
well,
man-made.
I don't know. Okay, we'll just stick with it being man-made.
We're now on the way to where we start the hike, and we've changed seats. We're literally hanging out the back.
We're in the boot, basically.
Of the, I don't even know, the tuk-tuk van. This is going to be very bumpy. This was not a good idea.
I don't know if we're going to get out. That was uncomfortable. Wow, that was extremely uncomfortable. But we've made it. We've been dropped off at the bottom of this little village.
Hello.
Hello. Before we get to Bahubali, I'm not sure, hills. It's about 600 feet.
We've nearly made it. We've caught up with a few more people hiking up. It's not far at all. It's only about, nearly went 600 meters. But the views, wait till you see these views. They're so good. I don't know how I'm heavy breathing. It wasn't even a hard hike.
The perfect sunset watching spot. You've got the sun that's going to set here, and you can see both. Is it the same lake?
It's the same lake.
Same lake, but leading around together in the mountains.
The view is so good.
The view is so good, and we've actually just found out that at night time there's panthers and hyenas over there.
How good are these views? These are actually the second longest mountain series in all of India after only the Himalayas, which is pretty impressive. And that sun is starting to come down now. The views up here, it was so worth it. We weren't sure if we were actually going to do this because we thought we've seen the lakes in the town, but come outside, it's like 10 kilometers away. About a 20-minute drive. It is so worth it.
That was the most amazing thing ever. The sunset was so beautiful.
Incredible, seriously. It's got to be one of the best sunsets I've ever seen. It's got to be my favourite thing so far that I've done in India. Highly recommend it. We weren't even going to do it, were we?
No, we literally weren't even going to do it. We were like, do we really want to go and see it? But yes, you have to go and see it.
You've got to.
You have to go and do it, and you could just spend an hour. We literally spent an hour, as Matt didn't even pick up the camera.
Didn't pick up the camera much. Hardly lost for words, honestly. Just sat there, took it all in. But we're back in the room where it all started, on our balcony, because our time in Udaipur has pretty much come to an end.
It has indeed.
Hasn't been long enough, 2 days. We are actually flying into Mumbai tomorrow, so we're going to get an early night, get some rest, and we will see you tomorrow for our first Indian plane experience.